There was a biggie that came out on the list Friday, and it's not every day a former MVP is essentially cut and cut loose 3 years after winning the MVP and also winning the NL Rookie of the Year. But that's exactly what happened to the former Dodgers center fielder Cody Bellinger. LA non-tendering Bellinger after 2 dismal seasons. But despite all his efforts, he just couldn't regain his 2019 MVP form or his NL Rookie of the Year status in 2017. So look at what Bellinger did. Look at 2019, just off the charts. And then the other 3 years, you could really see that he kind of fell back a little bit. He had a shoulder injury in 2020, and that complicated matters, but he could never really regain that form. And so this is Juan Toribio, who covers the Dodgers for MLB.com, tweeting out, can confirm the Dodgers will be non-tendering Cody Bellinger, making him a free agent. They'll try to bring him back, but that's going to be difficult given his market will include plenty of teams. And so, Bo, that was just what you were talking about off the top, that sometimes teams will non-tender a player, but in hopes of bringing him back.
Yes, if you're Cody Bellinger, to me, I actually think this is a good thing because he's at the point in L.A., I don't think he's going to be able to correct the things that he needs to correct in L.A. I think part of it is physical. I think some of it is also mental. So a change of scenery for me is going to help him. But I had to go back and take a deeper dive into Cody Bellinger to find out what happened here. So when you go back to 2019, his MVP season, we're going to look at these pitches on the inner third, and he is absolutely demolishing these baseballs, and he's sending them to the people. He's getting his front foot down. His hands are getting started. He's in launch position. His posture is in a good spot. He's not rushed at all. You go to 2022 and you're going to start to see what we call emergency hacks. And I start with this because hitting happens from the ground up. You look at Cody Bellinger in 2019 on the left side here, and then you look at him in 2022. You're going to see he actually moved off the plate. What happened was teams started pounding him on the inner third, and he felt like he couldn't get to the pitches on the inner third. And once that became psychological in his head, they then start going in an area of the plate in which he never really had success. But because he had so much success on the inner third, he did not swing at those pitches at the top of the zone. And now you start to get that frustrated look. When you look at 2022 and you look at the exit velocity 57th in Major League Baseball, he's no longer hitting the ball hard consistently. The barrel efficiency, 8.3. Yes, this is not the player that he used to be. But for me, I think somebody is going to catch lightning in a bottle by getting Cody Bellinger, because the skill sets are still there. Okay. There are some fundamental things that he actually going to have to do better. One, he's going to have to get back on the plate, and he's going to gain confidence on the inner third, which will help him to lay off the pitch that he's never really had a lot of success swinging at, which is that ball up and away.
You know, that's really good stuff, Bo. They're going to miss his defense, by the way. No one really talks about that, how important he is in center field. Listen, shoulder issues, bad habits. There's never been a team or a player that has not wanted to fix a player. The problem is that you're trying to fix him back to MVP form, you know, and not satisfied unless you kind of get that. The organization, I think the Dodgers information people, no one has more than they do, I think are one of those teams that had a real idea, or thought they had a real idea on how to get Cody back on track. Right. But what happens if you're the athlete is that if you have bad habits or you have an injury, that after a while you feel like there's 1,000 voices in your head, not just one, as you're trying to move forward, and it becomes really frustrating for the player. It becomes really frustrating for the organization. And to me, the Dodgers, of course, would try to re-sign Cody Bellinger, but this might be a good time for him to just get some new voices, a new place, a new start.
Yeah, sometimes guys just need a fresh start. Had tremendous success in Los Angeles, and maybe it's time to see what else is out there.